That's Oprah.
That's Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And then Gail.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah. 7 months ago, we made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
How about #we all knew?
Say what now? 50 Cent risking it all to protect Taraji P. Henson? This one's wild.
Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here? We are to service each other. God is very clever. He put us on this earth and he made us all look different. He made it complicated. We need to figure it out. And we can, and we are. You have to look at the glass as half full. It's always half full.
Word is, Oprah Winfrey allegedly tried to pull Taraji into her private circle. And when Taraji said no, all hell broke loose.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to just say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. Hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, enough is enough.
Insiders claim Taraji ran straight to 50 for protection after she refused Oprah's rumored exclusive invitation to join what some are calling her secret inner group. Apparently, that's the real reason Oprah played in Taraji's face during The Color Purple, by lowballing her pay and making her look completely exhausted in every interview. It's no secret Taraji was out here tearing up every press stop looking stressed and heartbroken, and fans could tell something deeper was going on.
My grandmother's home. I came out 12 o'clock in the afternoon, May 24th. She was bent over, actually planting flowers in the garden, and I walked over here to sit in the actual vehicle that my friend was waiting for me in, and the car pulled up. On the side of us, a guy got out the passenger seat of that car, came around behind it, and through the actual car.
What does it feel like to be is it a physical feeling?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt as much as people imagine it hurts because of your adrenaline and how the shock of what's actually going on, it hurts after.
Did you feel the first one or the ninth one?
I don't even know. I didn't know my legs were broke.
Really?
When I tried to get out the car at the hospital, both of my legs were broke. I broken 3 places on this side and then...
Where were you?
In my hands, my legs several times, 5 times in my hands, and then in my legs, and then in my face. Yeah, so when going through that experience, when you get hurt that bad, either your fear consumes you or you become a bit insensitive. So just after...
Which one was it for you?
There was a point that I was afraid.
Afraid?
Yeah, following that, actually being it was I was afraid because everybody involved in the situation was still physically available to go to part 2.
Yes.
Yeah, to just do it again. And then it was I got tired of, in the recovery process, I got tired of being afraid. And then the only way that I could, to cover those emotions were to be a little more aggressive.
And insensitive.
Yeah, and to be angry about the situation opposed to dealing with how I was actually feeling at that point. And
how were you actually feeling?
The physical part hurt, and there was confusion because
you hurt afterwards. You don't hurt for the immediate.
Yeah, after you know you're gonna be fine, it really starts hurting. You know what I mean? Like the doctor tell you you're good, then it's just really bones aching. You feel like you got a headache in your hip, your body, and then it's like, I know I'm gonna be fine, but it hurts so bad.
Did you ever find out who did it?
Yeah, I knew who did it shortly after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are now where?
Oh, the guy who actually is dead. And the guy paid him and got life in jail.
Got life in.
And get this, just like Taraji, 50 Cent used to be real tight with Oprah too, until he realized she wasn't the saint everyone thought she was. Once 50 found out she'd been trying to blackball people behind closed doors, his whole attitude changed.
Favorite meal for him?
When he was growing up, his favorite food was pork and beans and Franks.
Really? You still like them?
Yeah, it was the fastest.
People close to the situation say Oprah allegedly tried to blacklist him the same way she did Taraji. But you know 50, he's not the type to stay quiet. He was one of the only ones in Hollywood who stood up for Monique when she called out Oprah and Tyler Perry for freezing her out of the industry.
That's Oprah.
That's Oprah. Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gail.
And now he's going just as hard for Taraji. Their tension reportedly started brewing back in 2023 during the Color Purple promo tour. Everyone expected Taraji to show up and talk about the movie. But instead, she flipped the script and put Oprah on blast for severely underpaying her, even revealing she hadn't seen a pay raise in years.
Made about, I was there for a crash for the movie. Yeah. And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash. And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music. Right. She was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal. And when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
It was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it.
Wow.
Like it was just quiet and didn't
say
yes, ma'am.
Let's not forget Proud Mary. That movie dropped in 2017, and Taraji later revealed she almost walked away from the role because Oprah allegedly refused to raise her pay. Even after Taraji tried to negotiate like a pro. Can you imagine that? A star of Taraji's level being told no by Oprah, of all people. That moment had fans furious, and it clearly marked the start of their behind-the-scenes tension.
Increasingly paranoid. Would you say you were paranoid?
Sure. First of all, what is a black man without his paranoia intact? You might win $100 in a poker game and be on the subway. You're gonna look over your shoulder. They just said in everything I had $50 million. That's like making me a marked man.
So did you go to a psychiatric hospital?
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Who?
Then came that awkward interview with Oprah's best friend and rumored close companion, Gayle King. Taraji opened up about how the whole situation nearly broke her, saying she was seriously thinking about quitting acting after how bad things got. But instead of offering comfort, Gayle was sitting there trying to twist Taraji's words, almost like she was running defense for Oprah. It was hard to watch. You could literally feel Taraji's pain while Gayle tried to keep the conversation cute for the cameras.
I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you. I was afraid,
But you were stressed out. That's why.
No question. But it's very stressful for someone to constantly walk behind you and say, you're insane.
But guess who wasn't staying silent? 50 Cent jumped straight into the mix. He posted a screenshot on Instagram from an article about Taraji's struggle and captioned it, "They dropped the ball. FM, Taraji, I'm ready to work. Let's get it." Talk about a statement. That was pure shade aimed right at Oprah, loud and clear. He was basically telling her, forget Oprah. Come over here where your talent gets paid right. And knowing 50, he meant every word. He's known for being petty with precision. And this move was perfectly on brand, especially since his own history with Oprah has been messy for years.
What is that black dick connected to? That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed. By some black who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. No, baby, I wasn't blackballed. I was by some had no balls. And see, I know they like to say, Monique, you talk too much. It would me not to say the real thing. It would don't mean not to say the real thing. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my if I had one.
And let's be real, this wasn't the first time 50 Cent put Oprah on blast. Way back when he was transitioning from a street legend to a mainstream superstar, he tried to polish his image and landed a sit-down with Oprah herself. During that interview, he opened up like never before, talking about his rough childhood, the gunfire that nearly ended his life, and how he turned all that pain into power. He even brought his grandmother along because she was a huge Oprah fan. Talk about full circle. But here's where things get messy. Even though the interview eventually aired, there was serious tension behind the scenes. Word is, when 50's team first pitched the idea, Oprah straight up said she wasn't interested in interviewing him. She allegedly didn't want any association with his music or reputation at the time. So when 50 finally got that sit down, it was already laced with bad blood. Afterward, 50 didn't bite his tongue. Not one bit. He later called Oprah out publicly, saying she was against hip-hop culture entirely. In his own words, he compared her to an Oreo, black on the outside, white on the inside. That line went viral instantly. He said Oprah only catered to older white women and never wanted to give rappers like him a real platform. Then he dropped a line that hit hard. She was completely against everything in my music. She ain't never gonna have me on that show, which only proves I've become too big to ignore. So 50 was like, all right then, if we can't be friends, let's be enemies. And from that moment on, he went full petty mode. He even named his dog Oprah and his cat Gail, just to make a point. You know 50, when he wants to send a message, he's gonna do it loud and hilarious. But things got even crazier because other celebs started speaking out about Oprah too, and they had their own wild stories to tell. Take Ludacris, for example. He went on Oprah's show to promote his movie Crash, expecting a regular interview. But instead, Oprah reportedly blindsided him with questions that had nothing to do with the film. She grilled him about his lyrics and why he used the N-word, completely steering the convo away from his work. Ludacris later said she edited out key parts of his answers to make him look uneducated, like some random rapper who couldn't express himself properly. That's cold. Even though he kept it classy on her show, once he got off that stage, he let loose in another interview and dragged her for twisting his words. Fans were shook, but it didn't stop there. Then came the legendary Dave Chappelle moment. Remember when he walked away from that $50 million Comedy Central deal and flew to Africa for his peace of mind? Oprah brought him on her show right after, and even that conversation had people side-eyeing her. Dave Chappelle dropped some serious truth bombs during that Oprah interview. He revealed there were dark, shady strings attached to that $50 million Comedy Central deal, things that just didn't sit right with his spirit. So he walked away from it all. But while he was trying to explain himself, Oprah kept interrupting him, trying to make it sound like he was losing his mind instead of standing up for himself. Fans watching at home could feel it. She was pushing that mental breakdown narrative hard, and it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And that same pattern showed up again later, this time with Monique. When Monique started exposing how Oprah and Tyler Perry allegedly blackballed her, everyone thought she was exaggerating. Everyone except 50 Cent. He stood 10 toes down for her when no one else would. 50 took to Instagram, posted a picture of Monique, and wrote, "All in favor of Monique being back on top, say, make it happen, 50. Stop messing around. I went to see the Monique stand-up show during Super Bowl weekend. It was so good. She had me in a trance. You gotta check her out." That post went viral instantly. But 50 didn't stop there. He doubled down with another one, calling out Oprah and Tyler Perry directly. He said, "I'm sure Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry wouldn't want to keep using their power to hurt Monique's career. This has gone on way too long. Now's the time to apologize, because I'm putting her back on Green Light Gang. I don't miss." And he meant it. 50 Cent might crack jokes all day, but one thing about him, he always stands on his word. After all that talk, he really came through for Monique and gave her a powerful comeback role in season 2 of his hit show, BMF. And let's be real, Monique ate that part up like she never left Hollywood. Fans went crazy seeing her shine again, all thanks to 50 giving her that second shot she deserved. Now, as for Oprah and Taraji, that's still a mystery. Nobody knows exactly why Oprah allegedly did Taraji so dirty, but the word on the streets is turning up the heat. Rumors say Oprah may have tried to pull Taraji into some behind-the-scenes stuff she wanted no part of, and that's when things started to go left. The internet's buzzing with whispers about a so-called exclusive inner circle that Oprah and Gail are allegedly involved in, some even calling it a secret cult. Now, let's be clear, none of this has been confirmed, so take it easy while sipping this tea. Still, fans are talking loud and clear. One person commented, "Imagine idolizing someone your whole life, finally getting close to them, just to realize they're nothing like the image you believed in. Taraji's heart must be shattered. Stay strong, sis." Another fan said, 50 Cent isn't ruining Oprah. Oprah's ruining herself. So what do you think? Did Oprah really try to drag Taraji into something wild behind the scenes? And is that the real reason she allegedly tried to blackball her afterward? Drop your thoughts down below. I want to hear it all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.